Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here this evening, as we get set for the Geico 500 at the Talladega Superspeedway. Race number 10 already for this NASCAR Heat 5 career mode for the Cup Series. We'll see what's going to happen here. This should be a wild one, a wild card race as far as the regular season goes. Already 9 different winners, and yes, the first 9 races of the season. We have seen a lot of different drivers for many different teams go to victory lane. Toyota has dominated the season as far as the manufacturer side of things go, and Joe Gibbs Racing has been the powerhouse team this year. But again, nobody has won more than once so far this season. That means just 7 drivers can make the playoffs on wins from here on out. Not too many spots open on points. We still got some very strong race cars. Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney, guys that you know can win a race or two, and they have not won yet this year. Alex Bowman, another one of those as well. William Byron. So there are a lot of strong cars who have not won yet this season. This could definitely put us at 10 different winners in the first 10 races of the year. We've seen Schneider go to victory lane in the Daytona 500. This is probably his best chance to win since that season opener. Denny Hamlin ended up getting a win at Las Vegas. Joey Logano won at Auto Club. At Phoenix, it was Eric Jones going to victory lane. It was another Penske Ford going to victory lane at Atlanta when Brad Keselowski won. Martin Truex Jr. got his first and only win of the season at Homestead. He is the points leader coming into this race as well. And he has also won the most stages with 6 stage wins already this year, but just the 1 race win to show for. Jimmy Johnson ended up winning at Texas. Kurt Busch won at Bristol. And last night at Richmond, Kevin Harvick went to victory lane. Tyler Burbeck and Diamond Jeff, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody on into this one. No practice or qualifying as we head into this 500-mile, 188-lap race at Talladega. It was a wild Daytona 500 on the first super speedway race of the year. So let's see what is going to happen here tonight. Hey, maybe you'll see me there at Road America this weekend, by the way. If you do, say hi. Clint Boyer field inspection. He will be starting at the rear. Joey Geico on the pole. That has a pretty fast race car, obviously. Single car speed, qualified on the pole. Talk about an upset. How about a Rick Ware racing car going to victory lane? Geico had a very good day at Richmond yesterday. Finished 12th. Ran about 50 to 20th most of the race, but he capitalized on all those late race restarts to get himself a little bit further up in the running order. Green flag is in the air. Geico 500 underway. Kyle Busch fan 18, welcome to the stream as well. 60 laps in stage 1, 60 laps in stage 2. Final stage will make for 68 laps tonight for the 500 miles. And look at Schneider going up the middle, 4 wide nearly in turns 1 and 2 already. Couldn't quite get to the outside of Brad Keselowski, but he tried. Big stack up now down the back straightaway. Schneider finds a hole back to the double yellow line to go 3 wide. Not a push from behind coming from Boyer. Oh man, almost a crash already on lap 1 between Timmy Hill and Jimmy Johnson. Hill went high to block Jimmy. Jimmy had to roll out of the gas because Timmy was not clear. And Schneider is just making headway. After starting 39th, he has gained 10 spots on lap 1, 4 wide through the tri-oval. Lap 1 also led by pole sitter Joey Geico. Just gets underneath Bubba Wallace and Matt DiBenedetto, setting it 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. Again, stay low and go is the name of the game here for Schneider in the opening couple laps. Yeah, thanks for that comment on the paint scheme. I'm concerned about Kyle Busch now in the lead. Mentioned he has not won yet this season. Been close quite a few times. He's the only Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota to not go to victory lane so far this year. You know he's due and will likely get one at some point in time, you'd have to imagine. Said that pretty good run in the middle right there. So it gets to the inside of his pusher as well. Yeah, Todd Gordon is retired at the end of the season. He's got a shock by that. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Jeremy Bowlings is just going to become the crew chief for Blaney again. Remember, he's crew chief with Brad Keselowski right now, but Brad is on his way out the door to Roush at the end of the year. So, you know, they might just end up pairing Bowlings and Blaney back together again. Whoa, boy. Big stack up on the inside. Schneider saw the run that Almirola had up high. Blocked it real quick. After everything stacked up, they're still stacking up through the trial. Quinn Houff is going to give Schneider a push. Remember, Houff was so close to winning the Daytona 500 himself earlier this season. He is bump drafting Schneider through 1 and 2, pushing him by 3 cars. 4 wide still off the exit of turn 2. Now back to 3 by 3. Freeze trying to side draft Schneider. They're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Schneider tries to get him back just enough. Looked like Freeze was going to be able to clear, but not quite. Busher from all the way up high was 4 wide off turn 2 to get him back down to the bottom, trying to follow the 99 car. Chris George, welcome to the stream. Kyle Larson fan. Speaking of Ryan Blaney, he is out in front now at Talladega. Schneider just ran his fastest lap in the early going of the race, 47.469 at last time through. 85 on the engine power, 80 on the aero, 80 on the suspension. This is faster than what we had in the Daytona 500 at the start of the season when we had an 80 overall car. We didn't win that one, leading only 15 laps. It actually ran top 10 all day. Finished 3rd and 4th in each of the first 2 stages as well. Trying to stay in line with Christopher Bell here, maybe get these Toyotas to link up. He's got another rookie, Tyler Reddick, right behind him, so you got 3 rookies under a blanket here. Reddick is now going to get to the back bumper of Schneider, bump drafting through the trial. A lot of cars on the outside, not so many in that middle to lower lane until you get about inside the top 10 up here. He's not able to get close enough to draft off of Ross Chastain right now. Really wanting to lead himself with Tyler Reddick up here, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Again, they go down to the bottom. Busch and Bowman work their way to the middle. Now Newman and Kurt Busch also going to get back to the inside. So a lot of guys abandoning the outside all of a sudden. Hey, it was an upset for ourselves. I'd say it's a bigger upset with us winning the 500 than Quinn Houff, only because it was our career debut in the Cup Series and we got the job done. Might have to win a second race to make the playoffs. We mentioned 9 different winners in the first 9 races of the season. We've got this super speedway. We got another one at Daytona at the end of the regular season. 2 more road courses left in the regular season. We could very easily find our way to having more than 16 different winners. He's just methodically working his way through the field. He gained a lot of spots early. Bump draft in the back of Kyle Busch and quickly hopped out of line, getting drafted now from behind by Kurt Busch in the one. Even walk through the street. Still there. Kurt Busch trying to link up with the 99 of Schneider. Hamlin moved up a lane to try and block Harvick off the exit of turn 2. Schneider shot out of a cannon off the exit of the corner. Nemechek almost blocked him. Schneider into the back of Michael McDowell now. And McDowell is sideways in the middle of turns 3 and 4 still. Joey Gase crams his way in there. 3 wide. Kyle Busch now going to link up on the outside lane. Schneider moves down right in front of Ryan Newman. Newman falls into the inside. Almirola trying to side draft as well. They're quickly finding his way back down low, and Justin Haley now leads in this race. No surprise, very good super speedway racer in the Xfinity Series, and does have 1 career Cup win in July race at Daytona, and just his 3rd career start.
Stay on the bottom here.
Another driver who knows how to get it done on the super speedways has now taken the race lead. That would be Ricky Stenhouse Jr., one of the best average finishes all time at Talladega Super Speedway. For Stenhouse, has one career win here as well, 2 career super speedway wins total, both back in 2017. He also is a winner of the July Daytona race.
Careful, still there.
Bowman and Elliott, the 2 Hendrick Chevrolets, linking up in the middle, trying to work together. They get separated now for a little bit. Elliott kind of backs out of line,
Got one peeking outside.
trying to get back down to the inside, but Gase was already there, and he has to stay in line behind his teammate Bowman. Now Bowman moves to the outside, it looks like. We got trouble! Trouble, car in the wall! Alex Bowman is in the outside wall on turn 2. Might have blew a right front tire, and now Ryan Newman's got an issue.
Still there. You got
Bowman has an issue, Newman has an issue. They're stacking up in the tri-oval. Multiple cars are up in smoke. We continue to stay green as that has really split this pack up. Schneider gets tight in the middle of turns 1 and 2, slides into Kenseth slightly. My goodness.
Stay low, stay low.
Now he's clear of Kenseth down the back straightaway, and he's cracked the top 10 for the first time. I think Schneider's thankful he was ahead of all that, because
Clear low, bud.
that really split the pack up. We do stay green here at Talladega. Nearly had the big one multiple times there that last lap. It was strange how simultaneously Bowman and Newman went up in smoke. It looked like Bowman blew a right front tire and hit the outside wall. I'm not sure what happened to Newman.
Careful, still there.
Schneider had a heck of a run behind LaJoy. LaJoy had a good running in the Daytona 500 as well. Didn't get the finish he probably deserved. He finished outside the top 20, but he did win each of the first 2 stages in that race. And no surprise that we're seeing him in the top 10 early on here. Just squeezed underneath LaJoy.
Still there.
Took Bush 3 wide when there wasn't much of room there to try and make that pass. And got it done nevertheless. Chastain trying to aggressively side draft Hamlin. Now he gets put in the sucker hole there in the middle lane
Excellent
with
lap
no
there.
help.
Good job. Careful, still
Reddick is
there.
going to get by. Schneider's trying to get by. See Chastain move down in front of the 99. He thought about it, but he couldn't quite do it.
Careful, still there.
Schneider to
All right,
4th.
you're clear.
In line behind Tyler Reddick. Nobody wants to go with Denny Hamlin right now. Schneider into the back of Reddick. Reddick down the block. I need to get back to my local dirt track sometime this year. I'm going to have about 5 to 6 weeks towards the end of the summer. I'm not going to race consecutively. After Road America this week, I won't go to another NASCAR race until Indianapolis in the middle of August. So that's kind of what I'm planning on. So I'm trying to get back to the dirt track. And I will be attending my first IndyCar race this summer as well at the Indianapolis Road Course.
Got one up top.
Schneider hide block Kevin Harvick, who had a massive run on the outside. Now Chase Elliott's coming on the bottom lane, and he's going to push Schneider. Hamlin in the lead.
Stay low, stay low. Careful, still there.
Block Tyler Reddick. Reddick has no momentum now. Schneider gets underneath him for second place.
Still there.
He's trying to side draft him and not allow that 99 car to clear him. Elliott again with a push. Mixture of manufacturers inside the top 5. You got Toyota running 1-2. Then you got 2 Chevrolets behind, followed by a Ford of Kevin Harvick.
All right.
Ford LaJoy right behind Harvick as well, another Ford. Both is kind of linked up right now. Schneider is all over the back of Denny Hamlin looking for his first lead in the race. And kind of pulls him a tad bit down the back straightaway. Schneider stays in the draft, trying to get a run into turn 3. Can he beat Hamlin to the inside? Looks like he might do it. Now he tries to side draft Hamlin. He does.
Still there.
Side by side for the race lead up in turn 4. Elliott now trying to push Schneider.
Stay low. Careful, still there.
Schneider leads. for the first time today, and the first time he has led any laps in any race in quite some time. To go back to Atlanta was the last time he had led any laps in a race. He led laps in the first 5 races of the year, but he didn't lead any other laps since. Here comes this year's Daytona 500 winner in real life, Michael McDowell up the middle lane with a massive push, I believe, from Justin Haley. Schneider gets tight again. That's the second time as his car just jumps up the racetrack. And now he about gets turned by the front row car of Michael McDowell, and he's cramped 4 wide in the tri-oval. That happened so fast. You come to see here at Talladega, Denny Hamlin kind of got put back in traffic as well there. And Schneider's got to be careful that he doesn't lose this lead pack. That loss of momentum, Matt DiBenedetto's going to pick him up and bump draft him now. He wants to get in on this lead pack. Yeah, especially in front of traffic, Tyler. I agree. Patrick Chatterley, Ethan, welcome to the stream as well. Benedetto couldn't stay connected with the 99, but he did give him enough of a push to at least get to the back of the pack. And he's trying to cling on, but he's just not close enough right now. Lee Schneider was able to get 1 lap left before he lost the lead. Hamlin gets sideways off turn 2. Still caution-free tonight at Talladega. We've had a lot of cautions in a lot of races this year. We, in fact, had 16 last night at Richmond. Most we've had in a single race all season. And the second most that we've had in a single race ever on the channel, just 1 shy of the Talladega race. If we did DNF, we might have broken that record because we still have about 80 laps to go. Huge run up the middle between Truex and Jones. Now in front of the 19 at Truex. Truex is going to block Schneider. Other way around, I guess. Truex is going to push Schneider, and Schneider blocks the 19. Trying to stay in line with the 9 right now. Chase Elliott as well. Moves down to side draft Corey LaJoie aggressively. Reddick to push. Schneider back down to the inside. 3 wide off 4. Didn't think there was going to be enough room for it. Jones is now putting some blocks on Blaney and McDowell. Reddick continues to follow the 99. He's been bum drafting him quite a bit here today. These 2 rookies working together pretty well early on. Already on lap 20. Last race pace to start again. Caution free. McDowell goes high to try and block the 99. Pulling out the momentum. Toyota Camry. Yes, Ryan Newman did blow an engine. He is out of the race. Alex Bowman is still in the race. Bouncing into the wall. Jimmy Johnson now leads, swings high, crossover to the inside for Kurt Busch. Everybody in the top 5, all but McDowell, has won a race this season.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
McDowell also didn't score a lot of stage points in that Daytona 500, much like Corey LaJoie earlier this season. I'm shocked that he's up here. Eric Jones getting a run to the high side. A massive push right now from Michael McDowell in the 34. Jones now down to block Kurt Busch. Schneider going to take a 3 wide all of a sudden on Busch, and McDowell making the run of his own, and it stalls out. Busch got right on that right rear corner panel, and now here comes the pole sitter, Joey Gase, back into the mix. He's inside the top 3, pushing Schneider out ahead. Schneider up high to block Kurt Busch. Back to the inside in front of the 51 of Gase again, as Eric Jones is getting way out ahead of the leaders. This is going to give Schneider a huge run. in the draft, especially with Joey Gase pushing him. We know Gase has a fast car after qualifying on the pole as well. Look at the run Schneider's got. 208 miles an hour into turn 3. No chance for Jones to block that move. And now Schneider is down low. Oh, and he got tight again. Banged right into the 20 of Jones, and now we get a caution further back in the pack. Our first caution of the race at lap 22. Third time we've seen Schneider get tight in the middle of the corner. Second time in 3 and 4, and he got tight in 1 and 2 once earlier in the race as well. Schneider's going to hit pit road. 4 fresh tires will top off on fuel. Throw 5% more tape on the race car as well. Austin Dillon also going to pit. Haley is 1 lap down. I think he might have, yeah, he was the driver that got knocked out of the race there. So Justin Haley brings out our first caution of the race. And he is now DN'd out. Tough break for him. He won some laps early on. Like back in the air. Yes, Bowman back in the lead pack. Big stack up on the outside. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. must have missed the shift. Either that or his teammate Ryan Preece was trying to push him from behind and maybe got into him too hard. Oh, heavy damage on Stenhouse's car. That's why he didn't get up to speed. Stenhouse is very slow. And that's problematic for Schneider because he jumped about 10 cars on the restart again. But he's so far ahead of Stenhouse, he's really holding that pack up behind him. Now his teammate Preece gets around him. Schneider's just not close enough to get a draft up this lead pack of about 27 cars. But again, only Austin Dillon and Schneider hit pit road there and can make it on fuel to the end of the stage. They're going to need about 2 to 3 laps to the good. Everybody else is still going to have to pit before the end of the stage. So I'm very curious why not that many drivers came in there. Now Keselowski, a hard push to the back of the 99, catches him. It was all by himself with no drafting help, way slower. And now the Reese have linked up. Keselowski, a 6-time winner in his career at Talladega. Cars indeed remain. Still stage 1 and 1 caution. Justin Haley likely crashed out. Stenhouse got a piece of it. Stenhouse is still running, but very slow. You can see he has already lost the lead draft as well.
Still there.
1 car back there. Busch back out in front. The first driver to win 2 races this season. 2 wins in a 3-race stretch is well compared to get it done today. He won at Bristol 2 races on Friday night last week.
Got 1 outside now.
Elliott with a block on Busher. That stalled the 17 car out. 4 wide off of turn 4 through the tri-oval again. All 4 Hendrick cars are in the mix there. Now Schneider goes 4 wide and thought Keselowski was going to follow him and should have known Brad was going to follow his teammate Logano instead. That kind of hangs Schneider out for Chris Buescher to push him in that middle lane now.
Got a car coming inside now.
Gutsy move by Schneider, the rookie. Making those daring moves early. Oh, tried to squeeze in line between 9. Now Truex is in the wall. Truex bounced into the wall up turn 3. Back into the middle, he saves the race car. Not sure if that had to do with the contact down the back straightaway that Schneider had gotten into him after trying to squeeze in line. He just kind of mistimed it. He cleared Elliott, but he was a little too early and wasn't quite all the way behind Truex yet. He got lucky that didn't just turn the 19 and cause a big wreck there. Yeah, yes, DNFs are on. As always.
Still there.
Back tip. Again, Schneider and Dillon,
Car there on
Austin
the
Dillon that
outside.
is, good on fuel to the end of this opening stage. They pitted during that one and only caution back at lap 22. They're about 2 to 3 laps to the good. Everybody else, though, is going to have to pit at some point in time.
Careful, still there.
And knowing these guys can only go about 38 to 40 laps on fuel,
The race is half over.
these guys are going to have to pit probably from 10 to 15 laps.
Stay low.
How incredible would that be for the rookie Schneider to get 2 wins on the season in both the super speedway races, maybe proving himself as the best super speedway racer early in his career. He won the Daytona 500 in his first career start. Now this is his first race ever at Talladega in the Cup
Once you get
Series.
inside, bottom clear.
He did win an Xfinity Series race here at Talladega in his rookie season. Or sorry, excuse me, at Daytona in his rookie season. The end of the regular
Looking
season.
inside now, you're road clear.
It wasn't exactly the end of the regular season there like it is for the Cup Series, but it was towards the end of the regular season. Started to lose that lead pack, then he got a massive push from behind by Ryan Preece. Rockets forward ahead of Denny Hamlin. All over the back of Chad Finch, and that's going to stall him out. Not a whole lot. We'll get around Bobby Carter for 16. Michael McDowell for Front Row Motorsports leads the Daytona, leads the Geico 500. Just talking about the Daytona 500 a little bit ago, and of course he won the actual Daytona 500 this year. Shot out of a cannon again. Just gets down to from the 49 into turn 3. Rockets ahead of the 38 and the 88 who are on the outside as well. Stay in line on that inside, get underneath LaJoy and Jones. Draft behind Keselowski in the 2, who's still behind his Penske teammate Logano.
Wow, that's fast.
Partnership with the Wood brothers as well. The 21 De Benedetto is on the outside of Keselowski. Cal lost the lead. It is now Timmy Hill out in front. Remember, Hill had a lot of laps in the Daytona 500 earlier this season as well. He won at Talladega in our Xfinity Series career mode in the second season in the Xfinity Series. I'd be surprised if Timmy Hill finds a way to get it done here today. Become that 10th different winner. He's only got to be in the top 30 in points instead of the top 20, so there's a good chance he may actually get in with a win here today. Southern Rebel 34, welcome to the stream.
Still there? Still there?
Logano didn't stay in front of Schneider, so Schneider kind of lost his drafting help. Will hop in line behind Corey LaJoy.
Alright, you're clear then.
We'll clear Logano off turn 4 as well.
Stay on the bottom here.
Yeah, we might be seeing some green flag pit stops very, very shortly
Clear all
for
around.
36 of the 38 cars on the racetrack right now. Bowman might be able to go a little bit further if he had, well, I would assume he pitted
Still there?
the right front tire, but he was still on the legal lap when that caution had waved.
Stay on the bottom.
Got up to 98 degrees, we Yeah, it was pretty warm here. I want to say it's probably like 92, 93, and then it started raining, and then I got
Clear all around.
Schneider knows he'll cycle to the lead. He's quite a ways ahead of Austin Dillon right now. Unless Dillon can get through the pack.
Stay on the bottom here.
Back up to the 99 of Schneider before the green flag pit stop start. Again, should be within 5 to 10 laps. I'm sure they're not all going to come down at once as well. Schneider's just going to have to make sure that when they do come down, he's going to be on the outside and won't risk running into the back of anybody.
Still there.
Schneider to third, gets around Timmy Hill. All over the back of the 24 of Byron right now. Hill getting a push on the outside by the 2 of Brad Keselowski. In line, Hill now back to the bottom to push Schneider through the trial. Big run to the outside. He went high on Byron. Byron went down low. See if he goes up the track to try and side draft Schneider, but Schneider's getting enough of a pull off Kurt Busch to get to second place. Taking the long way around to get around Byron there, but he had enough help with the one car in front of him. Byron refusing to push the 99 of Schneider. Still no comers on the pit road that time. .22 laps to go in the stage. Timmy Hill had a big run. Keselowski seems to be a pretty good push car today as far as his speed as he's pushing the 66 of Timmy Hill. Bunch of Fords on the outside. Schneider again tried to cut in line. He cut a little too early. Turn Keselowski. Big run right now for Keselowski and Hill. Kurt Busch, is he going to be able to block it to the inside? No, he was not. And now Schneider cuts to the top side all of a sudden, takes the air off the right rear of Keselowski. He wants to go for the lead up high. Cuts down in front of the 2. Between the 2 and the 24, Timmy Hill back out in front of Talladega. Now he swings wide. Keselowski might try to go for the lead now. And Hill blocks him as they kind of stacked up on the inside into turn 1. Timmy Hill leads late in stage 1 at Talladega.
Say hi, say hi.
Glad it wasn't that hot when I was in Tokyo this week. Thank goodness. Actually, really nice weather there this weekend, too.
Got a car low now.
William Byron's going to lead a lot of cars on the pit road this time. Hamlin, Reagan, Kurt Busch all in. Top 2 of Timmy Hill and Brad Keselowski stay out. You wonder if anybody is going to go a lap down here in the midst of this with Schneider and Dillon, knowing they can make it on field to the end of the stage. If we stay green to the end of the stage, what is that going to do for everybody? That could really trap a lot of these guys around. Keselowski trying to make a move right now on Timmy Hill. Schneider's starting to lose the top 2. Looks like Keselowski's going to duck on the pit road this time. Timmy Hill might come down as well. Benedetto's stuck on the outside. He's not going to be able to make it to the pits this time. Keselowski shoots the gap underneath the 66 of Hill. They're side by side into the pit lane. So the Benedetto going to stay out an extra lap here. I don't think he wanted to. And here is all the lap cars coming off of pit road. Nobody to draft with currently, but he's still going to lap quite a few of these guys. Gus gets in front of the 36 of David Reagan, so this is now the second time Schneider has led the race. He's just got to try to draft with these guys and hold them a lap down as much as possible. 4 lap cars coming out of the pits. 3 wide. I don't think they're going to make it into the corner 3 wide like this with all the lap cars on the inside, and Bowman does have to check up.
All right, you're clear.
McDowell going to go up in front of his teammate David Reagan, and that's going to slow both the front row cars down, giving Schneider run back down low.
Stay low, stay low.
Jones is going to go with the 99 right now.
Careful, still there.
Austin Dillon's about 1.5 seconds behind Schneider as far as the race for the stage win is concerned.
You got room, you're clear.
And here's the final of the lap cars now coming out of the pits. Oh, they nearly wrecked into turn 1. I think Joey Logano got into the back of one of the lap cars. Might have been Martin Truex Jr. Tough to tell exactly who it might have been. He's going to stack up the outside now. Bobby Carter stacking everybody up. Schneider with a run down low to block Jones. Massive run. Middle of the back straightaway. 2 seconds now ahead of Austin Dillon. And again, he is trying to lap as many cars as possible to the end of this opening stage if this does go green, or whether we get a caution. Either way, these guys are going to get trapped a lap down, knowing that Schneider and Austin Dillon can make it on fuel. 3 wide behind the leader, 3 wide in front of the leader. Almost some contact between Joey Logano and Cole Custer as they battle hard.
Careful, still there.
Schneider clears Custer. He's inside of Logano, drafting behind Bobby Carter. Logano now side drafting the race leader. Dark Crypto, welcome to the stream.
Down the bottom.
Logano, is he going to clear yet?
Clear low, clear low.
Yes, he is. In the middle of the corner. Now he cuts down the block. Trying to get around Carter. He feels he's faster though.
Stay low, stay low. Clear high,
Stay in line with the 22. Only 15 cars on the lead lap. Tim Hill up there in 3rd place still. He cycled out pit road ahead of everybody else. Eric Jones in the free pass position right now at 16th. McDowell is outside though. Now he wants to get into the free pass position. Both have led today. Not really sure who's got the faster of the 2 cars between them.
Looking inside now. Low clear. Hold your line, got one inside.
3 wide further up in the pack up ahead of the field.
You got room, you're clear.
It's just Bristol, so many cars left to go. This is going to be huge. For all these cars that are going to finish the stage on the lead lap. Oh, car in the wall, trouble! Eric Almirola, and he gets piled into from behind by, I believe, William Byron. Hard crash in turns 1 and 2. 2 cars collected, nowhere to go for Byron, who is on the outside. Almirola blew a right front, pulled right in front of him. This will bunch the field back together again late in the stage, our second caution. Both those drivers were on the lead lap. Almirola is going to hit pit road. Looks like he'll be able to continue at least. Chad Fincham was in 16th, which means he will get the free pass. Problem for Austin Dillon and Schneider, their stage points are not locked in right now. We still have to race to the end of stage 1. We will get another restart in. But there are now only 16 cars on the lead lap, and the 17th place car now is going to get the free pass at the end of stage number 1. Green flag back in the air. Schneider leads the field in the green. 11 laps to go in stage 1. Dillon and Schneider on older tires, so they're not going to have the grip everybody has behind them. which doesn't mean much at Talladega as far as speed goes, but again, the grip of maybe being able to try and pull off some blocks is likely not going to be there. Tyler Reddick got a good jump. Also helps on the restarts, getting through the shifts, not spinning the tires like Austin Dillon did there. Really did not get himself going on the outside lane. We'll have 10 laps to go in stage 1 this time by. Already 50 laps complete. 2 cautions per incident today. EMNJ, welcome to the stream. Schneider almost gave up the bottom for Reddick. Big stack on Timmy Hill trying to push the 8 car underneath. Hamlin swings high. Up the middle goes Brad Keselowski. He wants to get to the lead. Schneider high to block. Can't get back down to the bottom of the block. Reddick, and Tyler Reddick is going to get to the lead off turn 2. Oh, Hill jumps out of line. So does Reddick. Schneider all the way back to the inside. Trying to get underneath the 8 of Reddick. He had a big run into the corner. He's going to need Kyle Busch to push him now off the exit. Busch gets to the back bumper, and the 2 Toyotas are linked up. Busch has a couple stage wins this season, looking for a 3rd. 9 to go in the stage. Schneider back out in front again. Like Hamlin and Kenseth's going to link up. Oh, Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch take a look to the outside, opening the door up on the bottom right now. We'll see if Busch hops in front of his teammate Eric Jones, and he does. And now there's 3 Toyotas, 1, 2, 3 in the bottom lane, 2 of them from Joe Gibbs Racing. And Denny Hamlin is on the outside trying to get it done as well for Joe Gibbs Racing. Austin Dillon up high to block him. Schneider to block both lanes. Oh, now 3 wide up high for Denny Hamlin. 4 wide for second. Matt Kenseth is in the mix. All the way back down, right in front of the 18 of Busch. Barely cleared him into turn 1. They're still 4 wide for second place. Nowhere for Schneider to go. Oh, slides up the racetrack on those older tires, and now he's sandwiched in between the Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. And now a push from Austin Dillon. 2 drivers pushing each other that are on older tires. Dillon just about turns the 99. Oh my goodness. Now he slams into Hamlin. Trying to push Schneider again. Two are probably the most unstable cars at the front of the field right now. Matt Kenseth leads with Timmy Hill behind him, Jones, Bowman, and Kyle Busch in hot pursuit. A lot of these cars are a lap down up here as well, because you see Kurt Busch in 4th, and he's about the 7th car in line. They're still scored in 5th, and you can see over half a dozen cars ahead of him. Oh, Busch. Kurt Busch just blocked Kyle. Kyle's loose down the back straightaway. A little bit of an accordion effect there. Front row cars trying to push each other. Dillon and Schneider on older tires, they know they need to work together. McDowell goes high. Reagan couldn't follow him because McDowell cut down to the bottom. It was too late for Schneider to get under there. Now he goes up. Thought he was going to side draft to 34. Instead, he stays in line behind Kurt Busch, who's going for 3rd place. Underneath Timmy Hill, now into the middle. Kurt tried to block Schneider. Just about got sandwiched. Now he's got McDowell pushing him down the back straightaway. Jones leads the pack, but I don't believe he is leading the race right now. I believe he's a lap down. Joey Logano's actually in the race lead. Schneider just gets in front of Kurt Busch and back to the bottom into the corner. Now slides underneath Logano. Takes the air off the left rear, side drafts him, aggressively side drafting him off turn 4, but he did it cleanly. Perfect job. Now can he clear into the tri-oval on Logano? He does. Schneider back to the lead. He's got 2 lap cars of Alex Bowman and Eric Jones who are trying to finish the stage on the lead lap, as we have 5 laps to go now in stage 1. Schneider is pushing Alex Bowman in the center of 1 and 2. Kurt Busch is in second. Schneider down low, trying to put Bowman a lap down. Side by side with the 88. Bowman going to try to side draft Schneider, though. Allowing Jones to get out ahead of the pack a little bit. Austin Dillon back to second on a hard charge to the back bumper of the 99, and Bowman is able to clear Schneider again. Free pass would still get him on the lead lap, but he'd have to restart at the rear of the field. 4 laps to go in stage 1. Schneider trying to get his first career stage win. Big playoff point if he can make it in. Might have to get a second win along with it. He's trying to draft off the 88 right now to get that pole and stay ahead of the cars behind him. Kyle Busch to the outside, trying to get a run on Austin Dillon now into turns 3 and 4. Stenhouse Jr. has got his car fixed up, is actually pushing Kyle Busch. Busch again to the outside, he's got to run. 3 to go in the stage, big run by Kyle Busch. Schneider thought about going high to block, Busch beat him to it. And he's not clear though. Schneider side drafts Kyle Busch, and then gets a push from Austin Dillon, and he holds on to the lead. That was an aggressive side draft, well done though to stay out in front of Kyle Busch. As Bowman and Jones have kind of pulled away for right now. Again, Schneider trying to get his first career stage win in the NASCAR Cup Series. 2 to go at the line this time as he blocks the field behind him. And now Bowman and Jones are side by side for 17th up there. Here comes Truex into the middle. He's trying to get back on the lead lap. He's a lap down. 3 cars wide for second on back that Schneider's trying to block and hold on to the lead. If anybody was going to get by, it's going to have to be Truex. But who is following Truex that can maybe get to the lead? Kyle Busch with another run up to the outside. Schneider to block. 3 wide, back to the bottom in front of Austin Dillon. Back up, Truex with a huge push to the 99. But it's Custer pushing Kyle Busch back to the lead again. Austin Dillon just about turns the 99 as Schneider into 3. Dillon is back in the sucker hole now. And Kyle Busch is going to lead off of turn 4. He'll have 1 lap to go to win stage 1. And a lot of lap cars are now starting to put themselves in between the 99 and the 18.
Careful, still there. Got a car high now. Last lap, hit your mark.
Final lap of stage 1. 2 lap cars between the 99 and the 18. This is going to be tough for Schneider to try and get the run he needs. Custer's going to battle Busch, though. Schneider really wants Joey Gase to get to his back bumper, if at all possible. Ooh, Busch swings high. Opens that door up for Custer to the inside. Schneider underneath the 19. He might be able to get underneath Kyle Busch off of turn 4, and he does. Side by side to the finish of stage 1. Schneider on the inside. It's Kyle Busch on the outside. Joey Gase with the push. Schneider with the last lap pass is going to win stage 1. His first career stage win. Great job to come back in a resilient effort to beat Kyle Busch by about a half a car length to the line. After Busch went high, Custer was able to get back on the lead lap there at the last second, and I believe Martin Truex Jr. will get the free pass in 20th. Yes, he will. And Joey Gase actually ended up second, just a couple inches ahead of Kyle Busch. And we'll be seeing our second pit stops of the day. Everybody's going to top off on fuel, some tires. Again, first career stage win for the 99 of Schneider. That was big. We need all those playoff points possible if he does end up making it at the end of the regular season. Let me pause it for a quick second and put that in there real quick. Again, first career stage win. Joey Gase wins the race off pit road. He'll restart from the lead. Four Toyotas actually on the outside for the restart. Green flag back in the air. Stage 2. Talladega will begin. Two cautions per incident in the opening stage of the race as well. Look at Timmy Hill up the middle. Schneider somehow gets down to the bottom in front of Reddick. Now he goes 3 wide underneath Fincham and Kyle Busch. Despite restarting in 6th place, he just clears the 49, just about squeezed him into the 18. And now Gase is trying to block Schneider down the back straightaway. Schneider trying to get underneath him. What a restart for the 99, making holes of his own. And he is going to go from 6th on the outside to 1st and about a half a lap. No push from behind either. He made that run all by his own. What a thrilling race so far. Just came off that last lap pass to win stage 1. Tyler Reddick up high for the lead. Logano side drafts. It looked like Reddick was going to get there for a second. Couldn't quite do it. Schneider tries to side draft him as much as he could, but that push from the 51 to Gase was too much. Joey Gase looks bad and fast here today. Reddick should have went down low to block Schneider. Got a big push from Joey Logano. Looks like Schneider's never going to officially lose the lead here. Up forward, that push from Logano on the inside. He's going to lead this lap as well. Chase Elliott back inside the top 3. Logano, Elliott side by side for second. Logano trying to go up high now. Schneider up to block slightly. I think Schneider has already led more laps today than in any other race in his Cup Series career. The prior most would have been the Daytona 500, where he led 15 laps in that race. Actually, I think Atlanta he led about 20. But I would assume he has led more than 20 already today. For winning stage 1, he's done a great job. No chance he was going to be able to block that time. A massive run that Jones had and is giving that push to Tyler Reddick. Chase Elliott is now going to link, and now Jones slingshots to the inside to get around Reddick himself. Massive push from the 99 and the 9 coming up from behind here. Oh, and Elliott abandoned Schneider. He's going to put him 3 wide. Logano's going to pick up Schneider in the draft now. Logano just about got sandwiched that time. And another push from Chase Elliott. Inside of the 20 now of Eric Jones for the lead. Got it. Going to lead another lap. 4th different time he's led today. Bigger payout race as well here today at Talladega, so if a win is presented right here for the 99 at the end of this one. Look at the run Jones had. Schneider didn't know what lane to block. Oh, and now he gets slammed into the 95 of Bell. Ping-ponging around as they're 4 wide in the tri-oval. And they keep it going. Pinch him in the sucker hole now. Still 3 wide middle. Elliott up high to block Jones, giving the run on the inside now to Christopher Bell. Keselowski just shot the 99 into the 49. Reddick just about got into Custer further back. Timmy Hill back up that middle again. And that's actually Suarez in 22nd. He's a lap down. The cars on the lead lap, so somebody else is a lap down up here as well. And that would be Ryan Blaney. 12. Would technically be the first driver 1 lap down. Schneider has a big run down the back straightaway.
Careful, still there.
So he might try to go up and side draft him.
Hold your line, got one inside. Road clear.
Accordion there in the middle of 3 and 4. We have not had the big one yet today. We did have a couple of them in the Daytona 500 earlier this season.
Still there.
So it's going to play out. We also have 11 cautions in that race. Only 2 so far. We're still early in the second stage.
Careful, still there.
Joy get underneath Bell. By the time they get into turn 3, not quite.
Still there.
Schneider tries to side draft LaJoy a little bit. Keselowski pushing him. Keselowski looks like he wants to follow Schneider high, but when he does try to go high, Schneider's just going to have to create a little bit bigger of a run, perhaps. Oh, Bell down the block, LaJoy, and you saw how sideways the 32 got all of a sudden. Now the lanes open up on the bottom. LaJoy's going to lose his spot in line. Keselowski and Schneider with the tandem draft. Closing in now, hot pursuit off turn 2 to the back of the 95 of Christopher Bell.
Still there.
Schneider to side draft Bell. Now tries to get away from him, but when he does that, it's Keselowski who's going to go the middle 3 wide for the lead. What a move by Brad Keselowski. And he's clear off of turn 4. What a pass.
Car there on the outside. Top 3, use it if you need it.
3 wide, up the gut to the lead. Keselowski, a winner at Atlanta this season. I believe this is the first time Keselowski has led here today. It's untouchable unless there's some bump drafting going on behind him. What Blaney's trying to do. He's going to race his teammate kind of hard here. I don't think he's going to help him out too much. Still early enough in this race. Blaney wants to get back on the lead lap. And he's going to go up the middle 3 wide now to get back on the lead lap. He saw Keselowski make that move. So he figured, hey, let me try to do it now. Wasn't for the lead, but it was to get back on the lead lap. That was an impressive move. Timmy Hill, Schneider down low, gonna bump draft each other to get the first and second. Hill backs off, now blocks Keselowski. Went out in the mix, he's a lap down. First driver lap down as long as Blaney can hold on in front of the 99 of Schneider. Four wide off turn 4 once again. No surprise, we've seen that a lot today. Reagan trying to race his teammate to get back in the lead lap. Something outside of him for now, at least. Side by side behind them for second between Truex and Elliott. Going to alternate through the different camera angles for the first time here today. For about the next dozen laps. block as much as he can. 3 wide now. Reagan abandons his teammate again. He's trying to get around him for the free pass position right now. Open the door up for Truex on the inside to get to the back bumper of Schneider now. He's in second alone as Chase Elliott is now falling outside the top 5 all of a sudden. Bush back in it. Gosh, look at this run by everybody behind Schneider. 4 wide for second place. A lot of lap cars in the mix. David Reagan going to get back on the lead lap in the middle of all of it. Somehow Schneider still holds on to the lead. Caution. Caution is out. Ryan Blaney. David Reagan will hold on to the lead lap, and I believe Michael McDowell will get the free pass in 23rd. Yes, he will. Another caution. Pretty close on fuel to the end of the stage here. So third caution of the race. First of stage 2. Schneider's going to pit. He'll top off on fuel, 4 fresh tires. No adjustments to this 99 car. It's very fast.
We're going green. Are you ready now? Hammer down, green down.
Flying back in the air.
Got one peeking inside.
I believe Schneider was the only driver on the lead lap at least to hit pit road that time. And DNF'd out of the race after that last caution as well.
Careful, still there.
Big run Schneider's going to have. Fresher tires in the field, he's going to try to make work of it. 3 wide to the outside of the hill right now, down the back straightaway.
Careful, still there.
Good position.
Inside.
He's got to be smart. Car jumped up tight again up the racetrack. And into the wall.
Still there, inside.
4 wide in the middle of the trial, a little further up ahead.
Got one inside. 3 wide now.
4 wide now, back in the pack right about where Schneider's at as Nemechek and Kenseth split to the outside, and Schneider's going backwards right now after bouncing into the wall. He lost a ton of momentum, and he's now the last car in line. He's got to be careful that he doesn't lose the draft here. He doesn't have anybody behind him. Only an 85 on the engine power. He's got to be very careful. Hopping line behind that Benedetto right now. I don't know if he's going to have the engine power to keep up with these guys. It's the slightest of mistakes, and look at how much it just cost Schneider. Well, the only good news and the good sign of having that happen is that if the big one happens in front of him, they'll at least have extra time to miss the wreck. Just over an hour into the Geico 500 at Talladega, midway through stage 2. Thomas Schneider can't save fuel this far behind the draft as well. He's a little over 2 laps short to the end of the stage. He could still trap a lot of drivers a lap down. Well, the problem is, though, is now that he's lost the draft, that's probably not going to happen. forced to ride it out for himself right now. Well, that was the dangerous part about losing that track position. He was in the lead at the time into the yellow, but decided to top off on fuel, give up the lead. Everybody else behind him stayed out. And off strategy again. This isn't going to work quite as well. Schneider, unless he gets a timely caution. Oh, yep, car in the wall on the outside of the racetrack coming down the track. It's Stenhouse, and Schneider just got clipped. We stay green somehow. Not sure why there wasn't a caution, and Schneider just missed Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who was rolling down the bank into the racetrack. He did get clipped a tiny bit, I mean barely, because he was able to slide down to the apron in the middle of the corner and miss it. Oh my goodness. Something like that is going to take your breath away. That's the second time Stenhouse has been involved in an accident today, but this one doesn't bring out a caution. That was insane. That had DNF written all over it right there for Schneider. Because that lane closed up so quickly. I mean, he was just up against the wall on the outside and then started rolling down the racetrack right in front of the 99. How did he miss it? That was so close. I mean, that was just gunning it through the smoke at that point. And you could see the 47 a little bit in the midst of that smoke. That might be the miss of the season. Especially if we go on to win this race. Schneider should not have missed that. Stenhouse did make his way to pit road. Gonna need a new pair of britches. Some fresh undies after missing that one. We'll have to try to find that on the replay at the end of the race today. I'm not sure what lap it was on when that happened. I'll have to go back and check. Oh, we should have DNF'd him if we would have hit him. Or he would have hit us harder and turned us, because we were going well over 190 miles an hour going into the corner when that happened. Yeah, gonna need some duty wipes. That's a good one. That was, again, that is the miss of the century. Still in the lead lap in 23rd. Last car on the lead lap, well off the track. Even before having to miss the spinning Ricky Stenhouse Jr. at the back of the pack. I guess that's where you're thankful if you're Schneider that there's nobody else around him. He wasn't in a pack of cars, because he might not have been able to miss that if they were all bunched together. He had to go down to the apron in the middle of the corner just to miss it. And then having to keep that car from spinning out while clipping the apron at 190 miles an hour in the middle of the corner and get the car back up onto the racetrack properly. Never lifted through it. Stayed in the gas. The ARCA brake did, but it actually worked that time. I wasn't expecting him to roll down the racetrack that quickly. Yeah, that was like the Johnny Sauter accident there at Charlotte, too. Should definitely have kind of cautioned. Meanwhile, Buffalo Motorsports' David Reagan is now taking the race lead. He's also a two-time winner in the NASCAR Cup Series, both on super speedways, including one here at Talladega. Almirola, another two-time winner with 2 wins on super speedway. Not going to take the race lead. He's also winless this season. Yeah, keep your foot in it. Like Days of Thunder action right there. You're lifting your lead. I mean, we were committed on the inside, and we had to stay in the gas. Because if we would have tried to brake, he would have pulled down right in front of us at that point. I mean, we were on the apron too, so I couldn't have went any lower. I don't even know how I got the car to turn through that in the center of the corner. I mean, I was committed to just keep going lower and lower and lower, and then all of a sudden we were on the apron in the middle of the corner trying to miss it. Yeah, exactly. No double yellow line incident there. We can go below the double yellow line to miss a wreck, so obviously we were trying to miss a wreck right there. We just didn't throw the caution. I'm not going to penalize myself for that. We're off the draft anyway. Might be a penalty of enough. Well, I guess I could have Carl Edwards though still. What was that, 2006? The blood shootout when he went below the double yellow line to miss a wreck and they penalized him for it. I think they did that to Casey Kane one year too for some reason that day. Black Ace, welcome to the stream. What's up? Is the controller charged tonight? I haven't seen it hit low battery, so I'd assume it is charged. Then again, anytime it dies, I never see it go to low battery. Yeah, it's not low battery at least. Could be better, could be worse. If I see it go to low battery, I'll change it out. Unless it's like really late in the race, I know I can get from there. Getting towards the end of stage 2 right now. 10 people watching. Only 6 likes. Hit that like button. Still keeping the streak alive for 15 likes or more. At least 4 race live streams. The races we have finished at least. Again, we've had 3 DNFs. Those are, I think and I still think we had 15 likes in the Texas race when we DNF there. So Auto Club and last night at Richmond, I think we actually didn't get to 15 likes on the career mode for the Cup Series, but we didn't even make it to the end of the race either to give ourselves that chance. We're at Talladega today. I would expect we've had a lot of action so far here today. Schneider's going to have to battle to stay on the lead lap when these leaders come on board. Now, they will be pitting probably within 5 to 10 laps. Schneider can stay out of the pits because he pitted during that only caution here in stage 2. I don't think he's going to cycle back to the lead, though. I guess he could. You never know. He will have some drafting help pretty soon. He does not want to go a lap down. And Schneider did win stage 1. First career stage win on a last lap pass to get around Kyle Busch. Got inside of him off turn 4, drag race to the line, and then a little push from Joey Gates at the last second helped him with the stage win. This field of cars is going to be going about 10 plus miles an hour faster than Schneider when they get to him. Michael McDowell just got into the left rear, and that shuffled Schneider out of line quickly. Dow actually got the free pass during the last caution. He is on the lead lap. Schneider has to stay in 23rd to get the free pass. Currently, he is in 23rd, which would be the free pass position. Jimmy Johnson is for position, though. He's going to pull up right behind Schneider all of a sudden. Ideally, unless we, stay green to the end of the stage, we can get around these guys.
Got a car high now.
He is not getting any drafting help right now for Jimmy.
Car high, careful.
Reagan Slowski to push. I think Reagan and Kurt Busch might have made contact in the middle of 1 and 2. Slowski let go off turn 2.
Careful, still there.
Now he's going to push Schneider again down the back straightaway. Ross Chastain for position with Schneider. Oh, car in the wall, Almirola again. Down the racetrack he goes. He's going to try to make it to pit road. We stay green. That's the second time he's blown a right front tire today. Oh, he's going to miss the pits. Reagan just about ran into the back. Schneider all the way down low to miss him. Into the tri-oval as they stack up again. Another near miss for Schneider in this race and in this stage. And he hangs on to the free pass position in the process with Chastain looking for it right behind him, as well as Ryan Preece. I think NASCAR is forgetting to throw the yellows here in stage 2. Let him race. Schneider's got to go high to try and block Preece. Preece gets into the back of him now trying to push. Field is really strung out now. Again, green flag pit stop should be coming up very soon. Second time Almirola's blown a right front. I wonder if he's going to still be able to continue. Almirola did finally make his way to pit road, but that really stacked this field up again. Schneider is desperately blocking Ryan Preece into turn 3 currently, with Preece pushing him from behind. That is the battle for the free pass position right now. Blaney's lost the lead draft. 7 cars up there. Chad Fincham is just taking the lead at the start-finish line.
We've got 24 left.
Problem though, Schneider's going to be a little more unstable with Preece literally pushing him. Keselowski down low. Schneider's going to go to block Keselowski. Might be a little bit faster. Chastain is pushing Blaney on the outside. Tandem racing now for the free pass position. Blaney is on the lead lap. Chastain is not. Schneider being pushed by Brad Keselowski. Jimmy Johnson also trying to get in the free pass spot. Preece down low now. He's going to get a push, I believe, from Bubba Wallace. Schneider gets abandoned by the 22 of Keselowski. Now he gets pushed by Blaney on the inside. 19 laps to go during stage 2. I did see my battery was low. I will change that in stage 3. Don't have to worry. Again, only 3 cautions per incident today. Almirola did get back on the track. That's the second time he's blown a right front tire and hit the outside wall. The first time there was a caution after Byron ran into the back of him. And then that was towards the end of stage 1, and now here in stage 2 it happened again. It looks like he's still in the race. I will charge the controller. I don't want to pause it an extra time, so I'll charge it at the stage right here. Schneider being bump drafted by Blaney, that's going to help him save a little bit more fuel. You wonder if Schneider can actually make it to the end of the stage. You better hope, because it's going to be his best chances of finishing the stage on the lead lap. He does not want to have to pit like the rest of these guys.
Lead is
Some of the leaders are coming into the pits this time. Bush is coming in, so Schneider's going to go high. Jimmy Johnson stays out another lap. Down low, Schneider's got to block Johnson. Had to abandon Blaney, who was giving him a good push, but Johnson is the battle for the free pass position right now. Bubba Wallace is as well up on the outside. Schneider's got to go up high and block him. Now back to the bottom. Just in front of Jimmy into turns 1 and 2, and Wallace hung out of line as Chastain falling to 48.99 now. Alex Bowman takes his first lead of the race.
Got one outside now. You got room. You're clear.
Oh boy, 3 wide. Wallace now to the free pass position on the outside.
Car high. Careful there.
Schneider couldn't block all 3 lanes at once. He tried. Now Johnson's coming in the pits. Chastain might be out of fuel. I think he wanted to come in that time, but he was on the outside of Schneider and he couldn't get down low. Schneider is back on the lead lap. Oh, Wallace just about got into the back of David Reagan. Sliding out of line for some reason.
All right, clear up.
He passes for position right now, too, as Schneider's getting around all these guys coming out of pit road. Middle 3 wide. Well, he couldn't quite get in between Keselowski and Elliott.
Car outside. Hold the line.
He's gone with that, his lead. He's a lap down to 33rd.
Hold your line. Got one outside. You got room.
Joey Gate's going to push Schneider in the tri-oval. Well, turned him right around. Almost some contact. Yep, they stacked up. Somebody got into the back of Bell. Keselowski nearly got into the back of him. Oh, Harvick tries to go up and block 4 wide as he tried to miss him. Schneider up near the wall getting a massive push from Joey Gase still. Now Corey LaJoie trying to get his 3rd stage win of the season and 3rd all on super speedways. Swept the stages in the Daytona 500. Now Schneider is in a fuel mileage situation to make it to the end of stage 2. He does not want to go a lap down if he has to pit. He's back on the lead lap for now. 15 laps to go. Keep being bump drafted and just try drafting off cars in front of them. That's going to save more and more and more. Take the build position. Joey Gase might be in position. Get a lot of stage points again. He was 2nd at the end of stage 1. 13th late in this stage. There's space to park before green flag pit stops. Now they're even more space. Ken Schneider was the only driver who pitted during that last caution. All the lead lap cars have come into the pits. So we got a little tight that time again. Pull Gase up the middle 3 wide.
Still there.
Shoved the 99 out of the way too. No help. Train of cars down low.
Clear all around.
13 people watching, still 6 likes. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe if you haven't already for more daily NASCAR content. Full race live streams of the Realistic broadcast every day, whether it's a real race in the top 3 series. On the weekend, we do live commentary, little live stream work with NASCAR video games. Also getting into the broadcast booth every day on the road live feeds. Every subscriber along the way helps so much. Every like along the way helps so much. Appreciate the support as always. Geico 500 at Talladega, late in stage 2. Fuel mileage situation here for Schneider. Everybody else is good to the end. Looks like Kyle Busch might have bounced off the wall off turn 4 up ahead. Pump drafting, I believe John Hunter Nemechek. Tough to tell exactly if it's John Hunter. Busch got in the wall. Nemechek likely did as well. Actually, it's Michael McDowell. McDowell's the car. Busch on the outside.
Got a car high now.
Makes enough fuel. He can't get inside the top 10. It's up to 11. Big one down the back straightaway behind Joey Gase as well. 209 miles an hour into turn 3 that time.
Stay on the bottom.
Just squeezes between Custer and Gase off of turn 4. Tried to get a car in line behind him again, and again, Gase is very fast. Second at the end of stage 1. Qualified on the pole today as well. Now he has locked bumpers again with Schneider. Custer trying to block. He doesn't know which way Schneider's going.
Stay low. At the bottom.
There goes 3 wide, just gets underneath Custer and Jimmy Johnson.
Careful, still there.
He's still behind him, still going to push him now into the tri-oval. William Byron and Royal Joy, I believe, are the top 2 at the front of the field. Some lap cars mixed in way up there as well.
Careful, still there.
Michael McDowell's at this. So the top 4 have broken away from everybody else right now. This is the battle for 5th.
Careful, still there.
Jensen Thomas, welcome to the stream. With these guys being more grouped together, you wonder if they could catch everybody else before the end of the stage as well. Kurt Busch down low underneath McDowell. Busch is going to try to lead this pack now. And continuously being pushed by Joey Gase again. Gase just about shoved Schneider out of the way. Schneider got really late in the middle of the tri-oval. Gase up the middle now, trying to get the 6th himself. He slides down in front of Schneider. Clear for the position.
Clear high, bud.
Gone right now. It is a lap down still. A lot of lap cars further up ahead yet as well. In there in turn 3. Kurt tried to block Joey Gase. He was clear barely. Just got checked up and let him in. Again. Oh man, Brendan Gaughan just about turned Schneider. If Gase wasn't there, I don't think Schneider would have been able to straighten that race car out.
Car on the outside now.
Gaughan did not push him cleanly. Kind of got hooked on the right rear as they went into the tri-oval.
Stay on the bottom.
Still holds on to 7th though.
Outside. You're all clear up top.
Oh, skids underneath Joey Gase. Tyler Reddick now to the lead off turn 4. These guys are starting to catch. The group of 4 just up ahead. Look at Chris Buescher up the middle 3 wide. Gone again to the back of the 99. Trying to push him. 7 laps to go in stage 2. And again, Schneider continues to save fuel in the draft. He is about 3/4 of a lap short still. But remember, he was about 2 3/4 of a lap short after the caution when we went green with about 40 to go in the stage. Wasn't saving fuel at first when he lost the draft of the lead pack, but now he's starting to save fuel in the draft again. And if he could actually save enough fuel in the draft for these final 6 laps at the line, Can these guys catch the leaders to maybe have a shot to win stage 2? They keep battling and side-drafting each other on top of not having as many cars as the second group, and they're going to get there. About 3 seconds behind still. Once Kurt Busch can catch one of those drivers at the back to get a draft, they're only going to be that much quicker. Schneider kind of got a little shaky in the middle of the corner that time. Now he's up on the outside. Jimmy squeezes into the middle. Might have been because Keselowski was down low as well as Kyle Busch. Johnson again into the side of the 99. Custer almost got into him. These guys are racing hard. Schneider sandwiched now between Custer and Busch, back to the bottom behind Cole Custer. And to try and find a way in line to draft again.
Careful, still there. Hold your line, got one outside.
Custer lost the bottom. Schneider 3 wide down low, makes a couple passes. Back to 6 again. He's going to clear Keselowski off turn 4 as well. Keselowski got side drafted heavily by Kyle Busch. Can they catch the leaders? Custer to the back of the 99 to give him a push. 4 laps to go in the stage. Will stay green to the end of the stage as well. We get a caution now. The stage will come to an end. Mike Garn and Busch is starting to draft a little bit more. Schneider up high. Trying to draft. With Kurt Busch in the 1. Cole Custer following him up high. He's got to get back in line with the 62. Now they're about 2 seconds off the lead. 3 wide for the lead up at the front off turn 4. Going at it up there. And into the inside of Brendan Gaughan, still being pushed by Cole Custer.
Careful, still there. You're all clear on top there.
2 seconds even. Behind the leaders, Kurt Busch is finally starting to lead this pack closer to the front.
Got a car coming inside now. All right, clear low.
Schneider needs Kurt Busch to hop back down to the inside. Schneider is about a third of a lap short now. Coming to 2 to go at the line. If Kurt Busch can just get in the draft of those lead cars up there, this second group is going to have a massive run in the lead group, probably on the final lap of the stage. Long way around Talladega, 2.5 behind. And they are closing fast with a lot of energy off turn 2. Side by side, 2 by 2.
We gotta come and pit for gas.
Final lap of the stage. Schneider is still a little, maybe a quarter of a lap short.
White flag is in the
Straightaway, 3/4 of a straightaway short on fuel. I think somebody just came out of the pits up ahead. That might stall out the lead group. Oh man, it does stall them out. And here comes the run by Kurt Busch, Cole Custer, and Schneider down the back straightaway. It might be too late. Schneider down low and trying to get underneath Kurt Busch for every position he can get. Custer's going to go to the outside. Schneider is sputtering. He's out of fuel off turn 4. Custer's still trying to push him. Trying to get every stage point he can now. Schneider is out of gas as he comes to the line. but he's still going to finish 8th at the end of stage 2, sputtering on fuel. He just saved enough. Meanwhile, at the front, Chad Fincham will get his first stage win of the season, winning the second stage tonight at Talladega. Fincham, another winner in the Xfinity Series on a super speedway in this career mode. Schneider barely saved enough, sputtering down the front stretch, but he saved 2 3/4 of a lap of fuel to get to that point. And we are setting ourselves up for a thrilling final stage. And I will pause it to change out the controller real quick. Again, hit that like button, everybody. Come on, we got 12 people watching, 7 likes right now. You guys have stayed tuned in for a while. We're about to get down to the final stage. 65 laps to go when we go green. And we'll see. We might get 10 different winners in the first 10 races of the season. Well, here we go. Fincham not only won stage 2, but he wins the race off pit road, so he'll restart from the lead. Yeah, 0 cautions in stage 2 as well. Probably should have had 2 of them, but oh well. Green flag back in the air. It is a one-stop race to the finish. Obviously, if we get any more cautions, we might have more than one stop. We'll see. And actually, we did have 1 caution in stage 2.
Careful, still there.
That's why Schneider was able to make it without having to pit under green there towards the end. He's going to go 4 wide down the back straightaways to get up to speed. Oh, he dove down low. He saw Timmy Hill move down the track, and Hill almost got into him. I don't think Timmy realized they were 4 wide. Schneider all the way to the top to block Kyle Busch. Now back to the bottom. Byron swinging into the middle of the lower lane. Fincham leads at Talladega. Still 4 wide in the middle of the tri-oval. 3 by 3 towards the front of the field. Outside of Kurt Busch, everybody in the top 7 has not won yet this season. Byron, Reddick, Bowman, Fincham, LaJoie, all in the mix. So 3 cautions total. 1 caution in stage 2. 2 cautions in stage 1, and that's it. Complete roll reversal of what we had in the Daytona 500 earlier this year when we had 11. Complete roll reversal last night compared to Richmond when we had 16. No big one yet today in any of those cautions as well. Oh, 4 wide sandwiched. Reagan and Priest got together, opening the door for Boyer, and then Bell on the outside to make him daring 3 wide maneuver, or 4 wide, I guess, maneuver on the outside. It was kind of already there, but still able to pull clear. And somebody's blowing up. It's Bell down the back straightaway, right after he gained a spot. He's trying to get to the inside. Schneider's underneath him. Oh, and he slams into Schneider, and around goes Christopher Bell, the big one at Talladega. David Reagan's involved. 3, 4, 5, maybe a half a dozen cars involved, if not more. Off of turn 4, and we have our first big one of the race. At the beginning of the final stage, Bell was smoking. He was trying to get to the inside, and he forced his way into Schneider and turned himself around right in front of the pack. 4th yellow of the race is the massive one here at Talladega. Right as Corey LaJoie took the race lead away from William Byron and Chad Fincham at the front of the field. big one we all expected at some point here today is just stricken for the first time. And there were a half a dozen to a dozen cars that were all collected. Christopher Bell went spinning into turn 3.
Careful, still there. Looking inside now.
We were just talking about it as we got that final stage underway, and I guess asking shall receive.
Still there. Got one down low now.
And a high 3 wide, but nobody goes with it.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Trying to draft off Kyle Busch.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Four wide.
Looking inside now. 3 wide there.
Schneider had no help. Kyle Busch really has no help. He's losing a ton of spots on the restart.
Got a car low now.
I don't think Schneider should go up there.
Got a car low now.
Already 3 by 3 in front of him. Nobody is going up to help the 99.
Inside.
Joey Gase, well, he's got a lot of damage after that accident.
Car there on the
Schneider
inside.
abandons Gase, goes all the way down low. Look at Gone up the middle. He's also got damage. I think a lot of those cars in the back are going to have damage. Looks at Johnson look all right, so it's pointing out. Still a little sideways. Schneider took the air off the left rear.
Still there.
Dillon about lost control in the middle lane. Packers, they've got a lot of downforce, but still, when you run this close to one another side by side, these speeds, more than side by side, 3 and 4 wide, we've seen a lot today. Very easy for cars to get out of control.
Hold your line. Careful, still there.
I believe Bell is out of the race after that accident as well. Yeah, he's down in the Chattanooga Stadium. There is another couple DNFs.
Alright, clear outside. You're clear all around there.
Nearly everybody has been up at the front of the field, either battling for the lead, if not has led, or at least challenged for the lead at some point throughout this race. We still have nearly 50 laps to go, 56 to be exact.
Still there. Car outside, hold your line.
Should have room to pull down in front of Schneider, and he second-guessed himself. He's still stuck in the middle now, and comes up high with not a lot of help. Byron thought about picking him up. Instead, he takes it 4 wide with Busch and Benedetto already underneath him. Still 4 wide through the tri-oval. Contact between Busch and Benedetto. Truex giving a massive push to his teammate.
Looking inside now. Looking inside now. Outside.
They all filed themselves out. Ryan Blaney, a 2-time Talladega winner, one back-to-back, fall 2019, spring 2020. Leading the way, trying to get his first win of the season.
All right, you're clear. Still there.
Still a handful of drivers, at least, that are a lap down since stage 1. A lot of them have actually been able to race their way back onto the lead lap. Before the timely cautions and the stage breaks have come into play. Still a few of them, though, battling. And we'll still have one pit stop at the end. We can definitely get more cautions to get more free passes as well. Maybe some pit strategy if we get more cautions. 3 wide for the lead. Michael McDowell, Eric Jones, and David Reagan. Oh, Schneider got tight. Just no. Thought he was going to keep it off the wall, and he just scraped it. Loses about a half a dozen positions.
Still there.
Got a little tight. Johnson hit a great maneuver, as well as Clint Howe, to stay connected with one another and still get to the inside of Schneider, who pulled up in front of him. Wasn't trying to block, he just got really tight again. It's about the third or fourth time we've seen that happen on the 99 today. In traffic, where he gets tucked in line behind another car, and it just kind of jumps out from underneath him. A lot of cars on the outside, just outside the top 10. Inside the top 10 is pretty even between cars on the top and cars on the bottom. Looks like about 5 and 5. Nobody is pushing Schneider right now, which is problematic for him.
Got one peeking inside. You got room. You're clear. Got one peeking inside. Inside. Looking inside now.
There's the 38 at Nemechek.
Careful. Still there. Hold your line. Got one inside. You got room. You're clear. Car outside. Hold your line.
On. Damaged race car pushing Joey Logano.
Got one up top. Car high. Careful there.
Dylan up the middle. 4 wide again in turns 1 and 2.
Stay low.
Byron barely keeps it off the wall and nearly had some contact with the 19 of Truex, and now kind of files in line behind the 24. But he's wanting to work with Schneider here late. One stage 1 finish, 8th in stage 2. Fuel mileage race to the end of the second stage. The stage is 8 laps longer in length, and we're going to see another fuel mileage race to the finish. It stays green all the way to the end of the stage. These guys should be about 5 or 6 laps to the good on fuel for it to be a one-stopper after the caution. It was probably only going to be about 2 to 3 laps, but the caution helped them save a few extra laps there. So the big one came out. Anybody who missed it, you see most of the damaged cars lost the draft. There are a couple cars with damage that are still in the same draft, like Brendan Gaul. Got DNF out of the race. Well, spun out in the middle, 3 and 4.
Still there. Still there. All right, you're clear there.
Pass it, Schneider on Austin Dillon. Just enough of a run behind him, side drafted him down the back straightaway, pulled away, cleared him to turn 3. Now he drafts off Logano. Dillon lost a lot of momentum there, too. Suarez got around him. Nobody except in Austin Dillon. Train of cars on the inside at the back of the pack right now.
Still there.
Schneider down low underneath Logano as well.
All right, you're clear.
Johnson's still not done. I'm surprised he's not back in the lead back yet. run here today for Jimmy. Michael McDowell leads in the Geico 500 at Talladega. He's got a win in real life this year. Let's see if he can win a race in the career mode on NASCAR Heat 5. .46 to go. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles for the next dozen laps. Even with that big one coming out, still only 4 cautions here today. Talladega standards, not that much. Ooh, Almirola trying to block Schneider. He got loose. That was a very late block by the 10 of Almirola, who's already wrecked twice today, but he is still in this. Licano now to push Schneider down low. Both those wrecks, by the way, for Almirola, again, were right front tire failures. One in the middle of 3 and 4, one in the trioval. Denny Hamlin leads the way, Super Speedway ace. We got 44 laps left. Again, about 38 to 40 laps is the fuel window. Still not quite good to the end from here.
You got room, you're clear.
Imagine if these guys can help if they're not going to pit under green. Hard time trying to get these cars to roll up, although we have seen quite a few green flag pit stops today as it is. A lot easier to pit under caution when the caution speed's the same as the pit road speed. Versus when you're trying to go from over 200 miles an hour down to 55. We saw in the championship mode race at DNF, the Geico 500 there, locking the tires up and trying to make it into the pits. Also how we wrecked at Texas earlier this season too. 500-mile race there, having to try to pit under green and lock the tires up. That was on. Up to 9th, just got around Custer and Blaney that last lap. Lap cars. Even Check and Jimmy Johnson in the lead pack ahead. Yeah, this hat actually is what I got at Pocono. I bought it on Saturday so I could wear it at the track on Sunday. I bought a hat for it on Saturday. So we're getting a new hat then. I like it. I like the neon 12 on it. That's why I bought it. It really pops out. One of those slower cars that lost the lead draft on the restart that has damage is about to go a lap down here shortly as well. Down the back straightaway, you can see a car that is much slower. This lead pack is going 2, 3 wide. When they get to them, they're going to have to pick one lane. They're going to have to go up the racetrack. I have to imagine that the lap car is going to stay down low. stack these guys up. Schneider's finally starting to get a little bit of a draft off when he's pulling away from Blaney. Into the run, he's getting off the back of Hamlin down to Benedetto in the trioval. He's trying to get a run. Inside Uranus, Trevor Grimes, welcome to the stream. Who that lap car is up here, but he is likely going to check everything up. Schneider up the middle. 3 wide. Benedetto, Fincham. Lap car down low. Oh, Schneider tried to go high, but Fincham was already there, and he's still sandwiched in the middle. I don't know how he didn't make contact with Fincham. Here comes William firing out of nowhere with a huge head of steam. He was getting a massive run off this pack as well as Bobby Carter. That lap car definitely stacked things up as we kind of expected would happen. Pull Custer now into the mix, and Schneider is starting to lose these guys.
Outside.
Everybody's just kind of racing around him from behind. He's going to cut Ryan Preece off. You see Preece is going to push him. Yep. We're getting down towards the end of things here as well. 38 laps to go. In the fuel window now to make it to the finish. As we'll have to hit about 15 laps if they try to stretch this fuel tank out as far as they can. Whoever that slower lap car is did find his way in line in the middle of the pack and isn't really stacking things up anymore. Just kind of did initially because it fell off the pace he was. Michael McDowell still out in front. He's led a lot of laps today. Schneider led a lot early in the race. When he won stage 1, he led a lot of laps there, and then he led a lot at the beginning of stage 2, but it has been a while since he has been in the lead. Really since losing the draft on that home restart. One caution we had back at stage 2. That caution came out, he pitted, gave up the track position. He has not been able to get it back since. I have not watched any movies in theaters. I'm not a big movie goer though, too. I'm lucky to go to the movie theaters once or twice a year as it is anyway. I don't really go a lot.
Still there? All right, you're clear. Careful, still there.
Oh, I'm pushing the 99 pretty hard right now.
Stay on the bottom. Got a car high now.
Add Benedetto to the race lead. Matty D get his first career win here today at Talladega. He's been so close to doing it at this racetrack. In each of the last 2 races in real life here. Let's see if he can get it done. The Geico 500 on NASCAR Heat 5 today. Next lap will go back to the normal camera for the rest of this race. Blaney just took, I didn't even realize they were 4 wide there through the tri-oval. They were 3 wide.
Careful, still there. Clear all around.
So I'm even checking Blaney, didn't realize there was another car way. Oh, car on the wall, off turn 2.
Caution.
And spinning. Caution. 5th of the race. 2nd of the final stage. Free pass goes to Jimmy Johnson in 26th. Good timing caution for Johnson, and now everybody can pit one last time. Final pit stop of the race. These guys will be plenty good on fuel to the finish. And we're going to have about 31 laps to settle the score. We're probably about 10 laps away. 10, 11 laps away from pit stops. So that caution wave. Now they're plenty good. Schneider loses 14 spots on pit road. Victory's not the fastest right now. Still at 85 overall. Plus, I believe there were a lot of drivers that took fuel only to keep track position. Schneider takes 4 tires. Green flag back in the air. We'll see how it's going to work out for him. Denny Hamlin leads the field to the green with 31 to go at Talladega.
Still there inside. Hold your line, got one inside.
Just gets down to the bottom in front of Joey Gase. Outside started stacking up. Now they're stacking up again. I think Schneider just kind of beat everybody in fourth gear. Side traps Austin Dillon, 3 wide. Keselowski up high. 26 drivers on the lead lap with a chance to win this race late. Get any more cautions that'll bring somebody else back into it with the free pass. Back to LaJoy. Something Schneider out of line a little bit. Get another push. Not really getting it right now. Joey Gase has a fast car. That'd be a good one to follow. 30 to go for Denny Hamlin.
Careful, still there.
Hamlin trying to become the first repeat winner this season. Schneider had that massive run, but he's going to take it to the outside. Trying to get around the 51 of Joey Gase. Now up the middle, 3 wide between LaJoy and Jones. Back to the bottom behind LaJoy. Swings maybe underneath him off turn 4 as well. Thor got opened up, and now a push from Gase to get there. 3 wide under Busch and LaJoy. Kyle Busch, that is. Chad Fincham now back to the race lead. Hamlin on the outside had Blaney pushing him, but to no avail. Yeah, as always, I'll check CUDN after the end of the race. Looks like we've got 4 or 5 drivers out now. 5 cautions total in this race as well. Well, 4 wide. Blaney checked up off of turn 2.
All right, you're clear there.
So did Hamlin. Oh, we about had another big one right there. Schneider up high trying to block Hamlin. And back inside the top 10 on pressured tires right now is the 99 of Schneider. Only career win in his career debut in the Daytona 500 this season. The rookie's trying to win on another super speedway here today in the Geico 500 at Talladega. He's got one of the best, if not the best, super speedway racer currently in NASCAR today. Denny Hamlin pushing him from behind. That's a good car to have somebody following you, especially late in one of these races. Hamlin 3 wide underneath Fincham and Truex. William Byron now to the lead, trying to get his first win of the season at least. Benedetto now slides in front of Denny Hamlin. Schneider goes 3 wide into the tri-oval for third underneath Boyer and Wallace.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there. You got room.
Schneider clear up to third. Right behind a couple of Chevys. He's got a Ford. Hamlin's the first Toyota with Schneider. Kurt Busch up high to block. DiBenedetto's got to run. He's going to give Schneider a push down low, but Kurt Busch and William Byron beat him to it. Now Busch again trying to block Schneider down low. And finally, the 99 gets underneath as Kurt got a little loose off turn 4. Benedetto lets go. Maybe a little too early. Schneider could not quite clear Kurt Busch yet. Another push coming from Natty D in the 21. And again, let's go. Schneider's finally clear in second place. Car in the wall. Backwards goes somebody right in front of Tyler Reddick. And we stay green even after a big crash in turn 2. Leaving just the top 7 cars to duke it out at the front. Still no caution as they're side by side for second, and Byron's getting away. Hamlin now to push Schneider off turn 4. DiBenedetto, Kurt Busch up high. It's the third time they probably should have thrown a caution for something today, and they didn't do it. The field is now starting to get really spaced out. DiBenedetto and Busch have a huge head of steam, though, as they're closing in on William Byron. I couldn't tell who that car was that got turned. And Byron's hung out on the outside. I should say on the inside. The 2 cars on the outside of DiBenedetto and Kurt Busch have a run. Schneider, though, trying to get a run of his own. He's going to go with Byron down low. Kurt Busch abandons the 21 now. Schneider to third. Down low to block Denny Hamlin, who's going to push Schneider in the trioval. Byron holds everybody off. Hangs on for the lead for the moment. 24 to go with a 24 car out in front. Schneider into the driver's seat, back in second place with Hamlin in third behind. All 3 of these drivers have something in common. They have all won on a super speedway in the NASCAR Cup Series. He's got a big one on the 24 down the back straightaway. Just beats him to the bottom into 3. Byron almost forces Schneider below the double yellow line. There's a little bit of contact. And now here comes Hamlin on the outside with a big push from Clint Boyer. And Byron might get hung out. Corey LaJoie now inside the top 5. Hamlin to the lead. But not clear, and Boyer might hang out Denny Hamlin to drive. DiBenedetto to push Schneider.
Got a car coming inside now.
On the outside groove.
Got one down, one
3-car train at the front. Suarez is a lap down in the middle of all this.
Hold your line there. Clear down low.
Somehow DiBenedetto gets down in front of Chase Elliott. Byron still holds on to the lead. I thought for sure Hamlin was going to get it. But Boyer kind of hopped out of line. He goes to the bottom. He'll take second himself off of turn 4. Schneider's locked bumpers now with LaJoie. 22 laps to go. Byron has led about 4 or 5 laps consecutively now out at the front. He fended off the 99. He's fended off the 11. Now he's trying to fend off the 14. LaJoie loose off of turn 2 as Schneider tried to push him. Still trying to push him, and now Hamlin's locked bumpers with the 14 of Clint Boyer. LaJoie starting to close in though behind Byron, but Boyer is clear into the lead. And back to the inside in turns 3 and 4. LaJoie underneath Hamlin. Schneider's got a massive run off turn 4, 3 wide for third. And clear for third. Caution further back in the pack, and that will finally bunch everything back together again. Maybe a few extra laps delayed from that spin we saw with about 26 to go. And this is now our 6th caution of the race and our 3rd of the final stage. We'll restart with about 18 to go. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see red flags. Everybody's going to stay out of the pits here, it looks like. Actually, Ryan Blaney's going to pit. Chase Elliott gets the free pass. Ryan Newman, Justin Haley, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Christopher Bell, and Bobby Carter are the 5 drivers out of the race. There might have been another one out after that last caution, not entirely sure. We'll have to see at the end, or the next caution, whatever comes next. Green flag back in the air. Clint Boyer will lead the field to the green. Schneider got a good jump, good launch, 3 wide for the lead into turn 1. Hamlin is going to follow him, but it's Schneider who nails the gears and will get back to the lead for the first time since early in stage 2. A long time coming. Hamlin now going to try to break high, but Schneider goes up the block. Last car you want to get out in the lead is that 11 of Hamlin. I don't think he's going to lose it, either him or Joey Gase, really. Almirola now to second place. Had a terrible real-life season this year, but maybe he can put it all to an end right now by winning at one of his better racetracks. Up to speed, 17 laps to go at Talladega. Hamlin had a massive push on that outside lane. Schneider's going to go up the block. Boyer's going to go 3 wide now to the outside, side drafting Hamlin. Boyer doesn't have a whole lot of help, though. And now he's got Chad Fincham behind him. Schneider sees that. He goes up high, back to the middle, back down low. Contact with Almirola. Kurt Busch chases the 10 all the way up the racetrack, and now he gets underneath him for the lead. Fincham pulls out from behind the 14, the 2 Stewart-Haas Fords on the outside of Boyer and Almirola trying to work together. Hamlin finally gets to the back bumper of Schneider in the trioval. 16 to go in the Geico 500 at Talladega. Three by 3 per second on back end tight. Wallace is in the mix. Hamlin has kind of lost the 99 of Schneider. Fincham kind of pulls down in front of the 99. He's clear. Fincham, remember, won stage 2. And he's up to second place and clear of Almirola. Hamlin still fends off Wallace and the rest of the field back there for 5th. Underneath Almirola now for 4th place through the trioval. 15 laps to go. Schneider for 2nd underneath Fincham, but Fincham blocks him. Hamlin's now 3 wide in the middle of Custer to the inside of Stewart-Haas sandwich. Almirola still up high. And no help for the 10 of Almirola as Wallace follows Denny Hamlin. Custer's got a big run. Maybe trying to become the 2nd rookie to win this season. This Fincham's considered a rookie too. He's got the rookie stripes. Busch trying to win his 2nd race in 3 races. And we get 10 different winners in the first 10 races. Fincham on the inside for the race lead. Schneider goes high now, instead behind Kurt Busch. Not enough right now from Fincham to try to get to the lead. Schneider just gets a massive shove now from Cole Custer. And here comes the run on the outside. Schneider's going to try to go up the middle. 3 wide for the lead into the middle lane. Schneider, the rookie. What a move. He's got it to the lead. Trying to do the unthinkable once again as he goes 3 wide up the gut for the race lead. A little help from Cole Custer. 3 rookies, 1, 2, 3 at the front at Talladega with 13 to go this time by. Hamlin in the 11 up high. 3 wide for 2nd place now. He's got the run. Schneider couldn't block him in time. All by himself, Denny Hamlin's trying to get to the lead. Joey Gase now. He squeezes his way in there. wide into turn 3. Oh, Custer got a little tight. He almost squeezed DiBenedetto into the wall. And now DiBenedetto's in the wall up at the front of the field. As Hamlin takes the race lead, Fincham is right behind him. Truex is now inside the top 3. He's dominated a lot of races this year. Sure enough, even at Talladega, he's up near the front wing. Toyota's 1, 2, 3, and 4 story of the season. Schneider can't quite break free of the 51. Remember, Geico started on the pole. He's got a couple Chevys of Reddick, who's rallying from a late race crash right before that last caution. He's back inside the top 10. And it is a 3-car getaway at the front with Schneider finally clearing Geico for 4th off turn 4, but he's going to need help if he's going to want to get to the front. There's a car smoking at the back of the pack and is going to make his way to pit road. A block in the tri-oval. LaJoie goes around, and it's the second big one, and I think everybody missed him. LaJoie spins, we stay green, no caution. I didn't even think he had enough of a run to get underneath Schneider, but he did, and now that's going to make the 3-car breakaway even more so than what we had seen before. Challenge for the lead. Fincham underneath Hamlin. Kurt Busch trying to lead this pack to the front like he did at the end of stage 2. At least attempted to, but now this is for the finish of the race. Schneider falls all the way back to 8th after losing a ton of momentum getting into LaJoie. Poor Corey LaJoie, who was up at the front late, his chances to win are over. A couple cars might have gotten into him slightly, but for the most part, everybody missed, and we stayed green. Geico loses a little bit of a draft now. Schneider back to 7th. It's underneath the Bubba Wallace for position, trying to side draft him. It's getting too much of a draft off of Reddick and Busch, though. These cars need to stay single file as long as they can to catch the lead group first before they start racing it out, you would have to imagine. That's what they're trying to do. Wallace, though, instead, looked like he was going to get underneath Reddick. They're 3 wide for the lead at the front. Hamlin just got put in the middle. Wallace gets shuffled out of line now in the second group. And that lead pack is not staying together whatsoever. And Kurt Busch, Tyler Reddick, Schneider, Geico, and the rest of the field are starting to run him down. And Chad Fincham leads late at Talladega, trying to pull off a miracle of his own to be the second rookie to win his first career race on a super speedway this season. 8 laps to go at the start-finish line. Truex has lost Hamlin and Fincham. And Kurt Busch has ran down Truex. Going to have a mighty run underneath him, and Truex had no chance to block. He's going to get hung up on the outside. Has a massive one in line behind Tyler Reddick. He's just going to follow him to get by Truex and back inside the top 5. He's looking for a second top 5 in a 3-race stretch as well. Remember, finished 5th at Bristol. Hamlin now going for the lead. He's underneath Fincham into turn 3. Hamlin figures now would be the best time before the rest of the pack gets up there. He couldn't quite do it. Now he's underneath him again off turn 4. Schneider's going to pass Tyler Reddick for 4th place. Kurt Busch is now the lone Chevrolet and the lone non-Toyota driver in the top 5. Hamlin is underneath Fincham with 7 to go into turn 1 for the lead. Kurt Busch, what lane will he choose, inside or outside? He's going down low. That's going to easily help Hamlin get out in front. And now he has locked bumpers with the 11. Schneider's getting a massive one from behind Kurt Busch. Fincham going to try to cut down and block, but Schneider gets underneath him into turn 3, and Fincham still can't get to the inside. He had a chance to in front of Truex, and he didn't do it. Now he does off turn 4. Hamlin swings a little wide. He's got to be careful doing that. And now he's going to maybe lose the lead. No, he just blocks Kurt Busch off in time.
Stay high.
Schneider tucked in line behind Kurt Busch. Hamlin he's got to be careful. He might lose that WO line and lose a chance at the lead here. Schneider's all over the back of Kurt Busch trying to push him to the lead. Fincham had a little bit of a run. Truex up high. Oh, and he almost got stuck into the wall by the 99. I want the JGR Toyotas to get together. Truex is going to lose a ton of momentum now. Nobody to help up high. Now we went from possibly seeing our 10th different winner in the first 10 races to the top 3, all with wins and trying to get another one here late. 5 laps to go. The Geico 500 at Talladega. Byron Fincham in the top 5. They're still looking for their first win. You'd have to imagine Kurt Busch is going to get underneath Hamlin one of these times. Instead, Kurt Busch is going to lose the inside. Schneider underneath him now for the lead. He can't get enough of a run. Byron goes 3 wide up the middle. Oh, and Schneider just shoved David Regan into the outside wall. That stacks them up again, but they didn't wreck somehow. That was pretty cruel. He wasn't trying to get him into the wall, but it was a late block nonetheless. Kurt Busch and Denny Hamlin are getting away as Schneider holds on for 3rd. 4 to go at the line for Denny. Fincham and Gase down low. Schneider's losing a ton of ground now.
Got 1 down low now. 3 wide, keep pushing. You're all clear on the bottom end.
Parkway, welcome to the stream. Schneider all the way back to 10th all of a sudden.
Outside.
Quickly though, 3 wide. And oh, and around goes Logano! Right in front of the pack! The big one at Talladega for the 2nd time. And will that give a caution? Yes, it will. And again, for about the 3rd time today, Schneider just narrowly misses a big wreck to the inside. Joey Logano loses it getting into the corner, and this is going to force our first overtime finish of the season. And now our 7th caution of the race. Nine likes, hit that like button as we go to overtime now at Talladega to decide the winner of the Geico 500. Green flag is in the air, overtime, 2 laps to go. Schneider is on the outside lane in 6th, not where he wants to be. He wants to get down to the bottom as soon as he can. He had a chance, now he does. He just got down in front of Timmy Hill. Joey Gase and Kurt Busch kind of stacked up on the outside. Schneider hopped out of line. Denny Hamlin to the race lead. Bowman up the middle, 3 wide. Anything could happen. Hamlin goes all the way up high. Look at Timmy Hill giving Schneider a massive push in the middle lane. Kurt Busch now hops in front of the lane. A little contact off turn 4, 3 wide for the lead. Kurt Busch up the middle. Maybe a little contact. Fincham and Busch are side drafting the heck out of each other. White flag is in the air, 1 lap to go. 4 wide for about 4th place now. Has a run of his own. Kurt Busch up high. Chad Fincham down low. Hamlin might go up the middle, 3 wide for the lead. Now DiBenedetto's going to push Schneider, but it's Chad Fincham out in front of the field on turn 4. 3 wide behind for 2nd. That's what Fincham wants to see. Checkered flag in the air. First career win at Talladega. Chad Fincham wins it. The rookie Schneider brings it home in second. Rookies 1-2 for Toyota at the end. And Chad Fincham is now the 10th different winner in the first 10 races of the season. Kurt Busch and Hamlin might have been able to win it on the outside, but Hamlin tried to go 3 wide up the middle into 3. Took the air off the left rear of Kurt Busch, allowed Schneider to get down low, and it was game over from there. Chad Fincham wins at Talladega. What a crazy one. As you come to expect. A couple of big ones. A couple of wreck avoidances for us. This race had a lot. We're about to go through the... And remember, Fincham won at Daytona in the Xfinity Series. What a season. 10 different winners in the first 10 races. Our second upset... Oh, wow, Logano flipped under that last... Yeah, we need to take a look at the replay. Couple wrecks in there at one point. And first, I kind of want to get... It's going to take a while to... I want to try to get to that Stenhouse incident where we narrowly missed to the inside. I don't know what lap that was on. I know it was stage 2. Yeah, I want to find that Stenhouse near miss and then that last crash with Logano there as well. This was early in the second stage. It would have been when we were at the tail of the field. Stenhouse makes contact with Christopher Bell. This is probably it. Oh, why'd it go back? So it was lap 83. We need to see this. Give me a couple seconds here. Yeah, the full replay is going to be the only thing that's going to show it. So it's on lap 84. Just less than halfway into the race, and we had probably the near miss of the season. We missed a spinning Ricky Stenhouse Jr. at the back of the pack. That should have been a caution, but then we'll look at the near miss at the end of the race, which brought overtime. There was also a miss a little bit later in stage 2 with Eric Almirola. Schneider had to go low after he had blown a tire for the second time in the race in the tri-oval. But you definitely want to stick around because that's worth the watch of the replay because that was insane. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Yeah, he had wrecked once before that in the race, too. That second one did him in, though. I don't think he returned after that. And he did clip us, but I mean very lightly, because if he would have hit us any harder, we would have probably he would have basically right hooked us into the outside wall, or we could have hit him dead on, head on. We're almost there. It was lap 84. I think we were on the hood cam at the time of it happening too, so we had a really cool view of it when it happened. I mean, we could have DNF'd right then and there, and we would not have seen that crazy finish. How about Chad Fincher? Not only a win, but he won stage 2 as well, so that's an extra playoff point for him. Assuming we don't get more than 16 different winners. 82, 83, 84. Should have been in turns 1 and 2. Yep, there it is. So here is the miss of the race. Can't see, I mean, again, you cannot see him from this angle, but you see him right there, all the way against the top of the track. Here he is down, like, this is just an instant reaction. Already down low in the corner, 190 miles an hour at this point. Stenhouse is up against the wall. And he starts to roll down the banking. Full speed, didn't lift. My goodness. I mean, like I said, he barely clipped us. Look at how close this is. In the grass. I didn't even realize I clipped the grass. In the grass. Never lifted, saved the race car, kept it going, and we put ourselves in position to win late because of that way back at lap 84. Again, I mean, you cannot see anybody wrecked until, like, right here. You see him in the wall, and then you're committed on the bottom lane, and he just starts to turn down the banking. How the car didn't spin out onto the apron, onto the grass without lifting, I don't even know if he hit us. I mean, it registered that he hit us, but that's why. I mean, again, that is the near miss of the century. That would have been catastrophic. That had DNF written all over it. I mean, no faster track, 190 miles an hour. Wow. I mean, I can't get enough of this. I mean, we need to watch it full speed. We need to watch it full speed once from a couple different angles. Again, you can hear the throttle all the way through it. Onboard cam. That camera looks really wicked. Yo. Oh my god. Somebody needs to clip this. I didn't even realize I clipped the grass when it happened live. That definitely should have been a caution. Yeah, indeed, Tyler. I can't get enough of this. Like, every camera angle, it just looks better and better. That is insane. I'm glad we came back and found that because it was well worth the watch. And now we got to take a look at the finish of the race, of course. That's called threading the needle, indeed. So this is going to be the entire finish of the race right after the big one that forced overtime, the second big one of the day. It happened going into turn 3. We'll have a couple different angles of this one as well. This is with 4 to go. Logano just lost it right in front of the pack. We were just in the right place at the right time on that one. It's going to be a pretty cool view of it right here. Oh, it looked like he got into Reddick. And that's what spun him around. I didn't realize there was contact with Tyler Reddick. Again, Joey Logano goes airborne. This should be a good angle of the aftermath of Logano flipping. Again, he had contact with Reddick on the outside, nowhere to go. And he just gets catapulted right there, right at the end of it. I mean, there were a bunch of cars at the back that were involved in it. I couldn't tell who hit him at the back there, but he got catapulted by this car on the outside right there. And you could see him airborne. A couple cars spinning down through the grass, back across traffic. A lot of the field luckily missed that one as well. And now to the finish of the race. We'll take you through one last time through overtime. Restarted in 6th. There's nowhere to go, battling to get to the bottom of the track. Finally did, but that bump into the back of the 21 and the 51 trying to get up to speed wasn't enough. Again, Denny Hamlin led on the restart. Benjamin would have restarted in 3rd. This is where he's going to make the move side by side to the inside of Hamlin into turn 3. Timmy Hill gave Schneider a massive push. Schneider wanted to stay in the gas, so he goes up the middle 3 wide. Looked like he was going to work, but then Kurt Busch moves down right in front of him, stalling out the run that the 99 and the 66 had. That gave Busch a huge shot up the middle 3 wide for the lead. And it will continue to be 3 wide. And now 4 wide. Back at the... I don't even know how we got stuffed in there 4 wide like that. Side draft on the 21, the 66 just kind of shoved in there. Then the 8 of Reddick was pushing us. Our best Dale Sr. impression, trying to hold back the field there at the end. And a big push in the back of Hamlin, which gave him a massive shot down the back straightaway. 49 and the 1 are side drafting. Hamlin's going to take it 3 wide to the outside. Another push there for Schneider into turn 3. Benson was just pulling away. 3 wide for about 3rd place across the line. Crazy race, crazy finish. Yeah, that was the same turn Logano flipped this year too. Different paint scheme, but different way of flipping too. But he was at the front both times. Fincham with the win, a stage win in there as well. Big for him. 10 different winners in the first 10 races, just 6 spots open now. And we still got 16 races before the playoffs. Schneider ends up with a second career best finish of 2nd. His 3rd top 5, 3rd top 10 of the season, 2nd in 3 races. Denny Hamlin brings it home in 3rd, keeping his dominant season alive. Kurt Busch 4th. Matty D rounds out the top 5. Michael McDowell was up front all day. He finishes 6th. Timmy Hill, we saw at times leading today. He finishes 7th. Another great run in Super Speedway for him. He finished top 10 in the 500 this year as well. Tyler Reddick, another rookie, in 8th. Bubba Wallace 9th, and Alex Bowman rounded out the top 10. Bull sitter Joey Gase 11th. 27 drivers finished on the lead lap. And we had 6 DNFs today. Ryan Blaney, Bobby Carter, Christopher Bell, Ricky Stenhouse, Justin Haley, and Ryan Newman all failed to finish this one. And again, 7 cautions per incident in our first overtime finish of the season. Big payday with a great finish and a higher pay race. Again, these points are not accurate, so wherever Chad Fincham is in this, it's not accurate. He won a stage in there too, so that's going to definitely help him. Big points day for him to try and get inside the top 30. I think he's got a really good chance of being able to get inside the top 30 in points. That's just unbelievable. 10 different winners in the first 10 races, and again, Toyota. Another Toyota driver goes to victory lane. Now our 5th different Toyota driver to win. Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez haven't won yet. Busch has led a lot this season too. Unbelievable finish, though. Jacob Comstock, welcome to the stream. Oof, just got here. Hey, you missed a wild race, though. I do have to say, highly worth going back, even if not catching the entire race. Catch the finish, the final, 5 to 10 laps, and catch the highlight of us barely missing Stenhouse and Logano there at the end of the race, too. Went through the replay of it after the race was over. Don't think Chad Fincham finishes in the top 30 points. We'll see. You never know. I hope he does. I want to see 20 different winners if possible. I mean, we might have to win a second race to get into the playoffs at this point. We're ahead of Fincham. We should be ahead of Fincham in points. Fincham had 54 points this season coming in. We had 100, no, I didn't calculate the last 2 races yet. So going into the last 2 races, and we had a DNF at Richmond, so I know for a fact we didn't score a lot of points there. We were about 46 points ahead of Chad Fincham. But that's not counting the last 2 races, which we scored a lot of points at Bristol, so stage points in both stages plus a 5th place finish. So I think we were 9th, 7th, and 5th through our 3 stages there. But yeah, there is a W in the win column for Chad Fincham and a stage win too. We'll have an extra playoff point. What a race. Absolutely wild. Hit that like button if you haven't already. 10 likes. We're done with the race. Almost done with the stream. We got to keep that streak alive, getting 15. We had a lot of people watch it at one point, and I think every time I said to hit the like button, I don't think we got anybody to hit the like button. So hit that like button. Trying to keep the streak alive at 15. We have not had a race at the end of a stream, at least, on the career mode for the Cup Series. Get below that in a race that we have finished, at least. Well, he'll be in as long as we don't get more than 17 winners. If not, he'll have to finish ahead of those guys as well. And yeah, we got that contract incentive bonus as well. 2 top 20s. Both Bristol, Talladega there towards the end. 2 fifth-place finishes. Chase Elliott, OMG, ran a serious run. Oh, yeah, we had that 10% speed boost, so that obviously helped. Led quite a few laps today. And with that second-place finish, we'll keep that momentum and speed boost going into Dover on Thursday. Will be the next NASCAR Heat 5 career mode race. 3 top 10s, Dover, Martinsville, Charlotte, Kansas, Michigan. I say we can get 3 top 10s. That's $748,000. Why not? I mean, we got a lot of money there. Coke 600 is another big payout race. Yeah, that's a bigger payout race. Within that incentive goal. Even Dover's not a bad payout race either. Sonoma. So we got to train our employees. $10. So now all of our employees are trained exactly to where we need them to be. So now we can upgrade the departments when we get there. If we get a really good finish at Dover, we might be able to actually get to an 85 on the Aero after the next race. If not, 2 races for sure. Love wild races. How could you not? Favorite kind of chip? I've been eating a lot of Ruffles. Like the baked Ruffles. Sour cream and cheddar. I don't know why, but I wouldn't say those are my favorite. I think you just gotta go with the classic Doritos. Especially in like a walking taco or something. Could upgrade the pit crew, but that's going to be the last thing we're going to upgrade is the pit crew. We're going to go upgrade the Aero, the suspension next first, and then probably swing back around to the engine. Only $1.8 million. I mean, we could easily get to a 90 overall car before the playoffs. Easily. But yeah, Speedway chassis, 85, 80, and 80 when we roll into Dover. Short track chassis. Oops. Short track chassis is going to be all maxed out after this week, so that'll be good to go for Martinsville. Hopefully we can get to an 85 on the Aero before we get to Martinsville as well. We've been inconsistent on the short tracks this year. It's either we run really good or we run very poorly, so... 400 laps at Dover is the next race on the career mode. That'll definitely be a fun one. Again, that will be on Thursday at about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in tomorrow for the NASCAR Fantasy Podcast at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go over my experience from the Pocono doubleheader this last weekend. I was there for both races. We already talked about Saturday, so we're not going to talk too much about that. But we definitely have to talk about Sunday's race. We have not done that yet. My predictions were nearly accurate. I did predict the race winner, Kyle Busch, correctly. So that is now 4 winners I predicted correctly this season. 4 in the last 5 races as well. So I am nailing it right now with that. And I do have to say that that's a pretty good sign. Maybe I can get back into the hunt to win that league championship here in the final 7 races of the contest for the regular season. It's still going to come down to Daytona between like 6 or 7 people. So, yeah, tune in for that one. Again, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll run NASCAR 05 tomorrow night after the podcast. Podcast will be about an hour. So we'll go 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for NASCAR 05. It'll either be a truck or a Busch Series race there. And then the... Again, NASCAR Fantasy Podcast at 5:30. Dover on Thursday for NASCAR Heat 5 at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a lot of action still to come. I'll be in Road America again this week. I'll be working on the vlogs over the next couple days. You should see some of the uploads on Thursday for the vlog. Nashville will definitely be up on Thursday, and then probably the Pocono truck race and cup race from Saturday will be up as well on the channel. So a lot of uploads are going to be going up on Thursday from vlogs at Nashville and Pocono the last couple weekends. Again, getting geared up for Road America this weekend. I'll be at the track again. Thanks, everybody, for your appreciation, support, as always. Like, share, and subscribe as I'm on the road to becoming a NASCAR broadcaster. You don't want to miss a thing right here on the channel. We do full race NASCAR video game live streams. We do live commentary, realistic commentary for the actual races on the weekend when I'm not at the racetrack. So that will be coming back the following weekend after I come back from Road America. And 4 races in a row. I was at 4 out of a 5-race stretch, too. So I'll be done traveling for about 5 or 6 weeks before I go to Indy in August. So you'll be seeing some live streams. I think the next live commentary we're going to do is definitely going to be the Knoxville truck race. I think that's on a Thursday night this year, but I don't work Thursday, so I know I'll be home for that. It'll be a late night before I go to work that Friday, but I'll be willing to stay up with you guys, watch the race, most importantly, doing the live commentary of it. So, going to have a lot of fun, as usual. I'll see you guys tomorrow evening at 5:30 for the podcast. Have a good rest of your night.